Hi, I'm Rob from HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time it's slightly different. The beer's already in the glass. It's my wife's birthday, so I've opened a bottle of Cantillon Iris, 5% ABV. No, sorry, 6%. Slightly stronger than the average Cantillon beer, I guess. Yes, so she's a big fan of Gers and especially Cantillon, so I got a little bit of something special for her birthday. So I've already got it in the glass. I'm just going to pour a little bit more so you can get a bit of the fizz on the pour. So as you can see, it's quite effervescent on the pour. The interesting thing about Iris is most Cantillon beers are brewed with a big percentage of wheat. I think it's up to 50% wheat, and it's only just old hops. The difference with this one is it's just used in pale ale malt, and I presume that's my sort of. I mean, they use a lot of traditional English ingredients. So as you can see, it is a bit darker, like a really nice bit of sediment in there. It's a nice kind of apricot, kind of orange. Very thin, fizzy white head. The other interesting thing about Iris, all Gers and all Lambic are brewed with old hops because they're not interested in hop flavour or any hop character. It's all about using those as preservatives within the beer. This one, on the other hand, is actually essentially dry hop. They call it cold hopping. But so after 2 years in the barrel, just before it's been bottled, they do cold hop it for 2 weeks with quite a decent amount of hops apparently. I don't know what hops they are. They're probably like Eastgate Goldings or something like that. I can't see anything on the back there. But yeah, a bit stronger. Yeah, I thought it was going to be 5%. A lot of Cantillon beers are 5%. They don't really change. But yes, and so there you go. And I can't. There isn't a year on this, so I was kind of hoping I'd get a year. Oh, no, it's a 2011, alright, so it's a relatively fresh one. Oh, that's really good, I'm glad that, because I wanted to understand if it had a bit of hop character to it. So the beer in itself, you've seen what it looks like, let's have a sniff. Personally, I think it does certainly have the hop character, and it's got that kind of spicy gingerbread that you get from a lot of traditional British beers, like a golden ale. Bit of apricot, kind of sour apricot, a kind of slightly acidic lactic edge. There is that barnyard type thing, hay, kind of slightly musty, but it's not. Well, that's one thing. It's not as musty as the average Lambic beer. It's got a bit more freshness to it. I do get kind of a number of kind of wildflowers. I guess that's been imposed by that idea, Iris. Yeah, there's maybe a bit of earthy root ginger in there. Apricots definitely, but a soft, kind of easy quality to it. Quite a fruity, sweet, slightly jammy quality. It smells lovely. It smells unlike any other Cantillon beer I've ever had. I've had quite a few of them by now. Anyway, the important part, let's dive in. Cheers, been talking too long. First thing you get, I guess a lot of people, Cantillon is on the more sour end, and this is not half as, doesn't have that puckering bitterness, puckering sour quality that a lot of Cantillon beers have. It's a bit more easygoing, a bit more fresh, a bit more fruity, lively, floral. Just as it's on my tongue, it was quite kind of a really dry cider, quite appley. That does kind of go throughout it all as well, slightly, but it's more of a juicy cooking apple, definitely cooking apple. Sour, bitter lemon, loads of bitter lemon peel, quite dry lemon peel. But it's quite a brief, full flavour though. Doesn't linger that much. Yeah, there's an apricot jam in the background as well. Like that softness of the the malt. I guess I don't know what difference it's making taking the wheat out, but I think the malt backbone's lovely. The burp is very much like a really hoppy pale ale actually. I did get apricots, kind of like quite a nice zesty fruit on the burp. The aftertaste is relatively dry but not too dry. Very bitter orange marmalade. Loads of lemon juice, lemon peel, cooking apples. But then a floral quality which really eases it out. I think that's absolutely top drawer. As far as if you compare it to their regular Gers, as I said before, it hasn't got that puckering bitterness, but it's got a lovely flavour. It's got a lovely round, softerness. I mean, this is not a beer for the faint-hearted at all, but it's just a bit more balanced and a bit easier going and a bit more like a beer. It's got characteristics that you would find in a really nice pale ale, but it's still got all those beautiful bitter, sour qualities that you'd expect in probably the best lambic brewers in the world, Cantillon in Brussels. So that is a bottle of Iris from Cantillon in Brussels, 6% ABV. A little bit something a little bit different for Cantillon, something a little bit different for me. It's absolutely awesome. I love it. And I'm going to enjoy the rest of this glass, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.